does that. I don't know for something like this. If you can't see, just let me know.
Pardon?
It's all right. We can see it. It will be okay like this. Otherwise, you can use the slideshow tab at the top left corner or top right corner, just beside share.
I tried the slides. When I tried the slideshow, it doesn't show. So I don't know. It just keeps saying loading. So I wanted to leave it like this, if you don't mind.
We can
No problem. We can proceed like this. Purity, kindly proceed.
Okay, so on the introduction, we have the newly formed thematic area, and then so the newly thematic formed area aims to give children and youth a say in when it comes to the environmental health issues, not limited to human health, animal health, and plant health. I'm pretty sure we've discussed this before. And then the triple plenary crisis, that is pollution, biodiversity loss, and climate change. So as we know, we are under UNEP, and these are some of the issues that UNEP tackles, and us as the youth, we are going to be discussing that. Then the scope. Biodiversity is the variety of animals, plants, fungi, and even microorganisms that, like bacteria, that are made up by our natural world. So in our world, we have basically different ecosystems, and this is part of the biodiversity. Then health, well-being of all living organisms and things, basically human beings, animals, plants, and everything. So in the important documents, you need to know about the UNEP 5 Resolution 1, Animal Welfare, Environment, Sustainable Development, next us. So this document basically contains information about animal welfare, how to take care of our environment, as well as sustainable development goals to take care of the above, basically. Then UNEP Resolution 5, UNEP 5 Resolution 6, Biodiversity and Health. It also talks about the different living organisms and their health and well-being as well. So then there's the UNEP 3, Resolution 4 is Environment and Health, and basically how our health and other living organisms' health is related to how we take care of our environment. So the comprehensive plan, you can get it from the link below to the Google documents, where you have the objectives, the plan, and the animal welfare conference, which was held in Kigali, Rwanda. So I hope we are briefed on what we expect as we continue the capacity building. I'll have Henrietta take on in the next slides. Thank you. Was I audible enough, or should I repeat?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes,
No, you're fine. You're good.
Okay.
We heard you. Yes, we heard you. I'm going to continue. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can.
Hi. We can hear you clearly.
Sure. So we as Purity rightly said, it's a newly formed thematic area, and it's fairly new. We've never had an environmental health working group before, but the fact that our mandate stems from mainly the important document she spoke about, the UNEP 5 Resolution 6, as well as the UNEP 3. I'll just go back to and then there's also a bit of our mandate in the UNEP 5 Resolution 1. We have UNEP 6 coming up. So we need to know, the important details in these documents that I would share. Ideally, I wanted to open the document so we could go through during this session, but my network, if you have any questions, you can just ask on the WhatsApp page.
I can forward the documents on the WhatsApp.
Yes, please. Yes, please. And in the chat as well. So for our engagements, we have the UNEP Pollution and Health Environment Unit. So it's a unit that's under UNEP, and obviously it's actually mainly under the chemical waste group, but then they also look at the health effects of these things. Actually, if you look at our mandate, it runs through almost every other working group, because we also be looking at how plastic waste, chemical waste affects our health. We'll be looking at how climate change does affect our health. Even look at sustainability finance. We look at marine, we look at, the different scopes, the oceans, etc. All these things do affect the health of both, not both, but of humans, animals, and plants, right? And so you realize that we actually cut across most of the working groups. We have the Asia Pacific Regional Forum on Health and Environment and Health. We'll share the link to that. I was trying to open it up, but yeah, I'm having network issues, unfortunately. So so those from the Asia Pacific region, you can look this up. I was trying to find their most recent meeting. The documentation, when you open the link, the documentation you see, I think, goes far back as 2018, 2019. But you can follow up on it if they have any engagements, and the Asia Pacific group can, organize, and then we can have our representative from the Children and Youth Major Group sending our views and submissions on our behalf. Then we have the One Health Alliance. The One Health Alliance really is now UNEP joined, making it so it was a tripartite group, now it's a quadripartite group, and mainly is looking at the fact that so we have people from WHO, we have UNEP, we have FAO coming in, and others, and actually is looking at how these groups interplay. So you have FAO with plants, we have WHO human health, we have the animal group as well, then we have UNEP. All these interplay, they are all major stakeholders or major players when it comes to health, when it comes to environmental health, when it comes to human health, right? And I think that was somewhere last month or the month before, I did share a link to the launch of the antimicrobial resistance program that was done by this. There's collaboration. It's not just UNEP. There's collaboration between other UN bodies when it comes to health, and we'll try and share the link so that you can read further on them. I want to highlight on the UNIA 6 resolution, UNIA 5 resolution 6. There's a 14 point. So it says that it invites all relevant stakeholders in the private sector to contribute to awareness and understanding of the environmental dimension of health, in particular to develop measures and actions. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes,
Hello?
we can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay.
Great.
Sure, thank you. So we want to so I was mentioning that we need to create awareness and understand the environmental dimension of health, and in particular to develop measures and actions for sound management of waste and addressing pollution. And you can see when we talk about these things, we are also emphasizing sound management of waste and pollution. And from this, I want to invite all of us. We want to organize an online environmental health campaign. We'll be doing this in conjunction with the other working groups, but we'll be spearheading it because we'll be mainly focusing on health. And this particular bit where it talks about we want to contribute to the awareness and understanding of environmental dimensions of health. So from this mandate, we want to organize a program. So anyone who is interested, that brings me to the special event which was on our agenda. And because of time, I want to run along. Yes, it will be mainly for now. It's mainly an online campaign, mainly for now. We have a little issue with convene can shift and look regional in-person events. So the African region will have DS looking at an online campaign, a global environmental health online campaign. So I'm inviting each and every one of us in whichever, way you can contribute. You do not have to be a health personnel. You just have to be interested in health of either humans, of plants, or of animals. If you can, design posters, if you can, in whatever capacity, you can talk to someone to join in the campaign. That would be great. So we haven't yet rolled it out. We are still in the planning phase. We still need volunteers. We still need help. Would make an official call for volunteers, but I just wanted to draw attention to it. So this brings us to the end of our capacity building session. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. If you can't unmute your mic, you can put it in the chat. And I'll hand the mic over to our very abled moderator, Dr. Abdul Razak. Thank you very much for and please don't forget.
Okay. Thank you so much, Henrietta, and thank you, Purity, for the wonderful presentation on this important aspect of environmental health capacity building session. I believe most of us are wiser having listened to this wonderful presentation, and